Hello friends! Today we will be making an Aquarius oil. You don't have to be an Aquarius to use this oil, but you can channel the visionary, humanitarian, and change-seeking nature of Aquariuses. With all the crazy stuff that's going on this year, this oil is useful for harnessing the energies of Aquarius to create a massive collective change, working together as humans to create positive change in the world. Tonight is the full moon in Aquarius, so it's a perfect day to make this oil. You can even charge it overnight under the light of the full moon in Aquarius. As this oil highlights aspects of Aquariuses, all the herbs and crystals that were specifically chosen for this oil blend help with Aquariuses to combat our spacey, airy mind and other issues like poor circulation, all while highlighting our positive traits using our signature scent neroli. It's no wonder I love the aroma of orange blossoms all these years. I had no idea that it was our special flower. The ingredients we'll be using are frankincense, lemon peel, lavender, lemon verbena, pine needles, violet leaf, as well as lavender essential oil, neroli, and bergamot. And the essential oils are optional. If all you have is the herbs, that works too. Other ingredients are totally optional, which I'll get into later, but you'll also need some almond oil. Sunflower and grapeseed are also great choices for your oil. Before we make this oil, you're going to want to start off by cleansing your bottle or jar, whatever it is you're putting your oil in, and take whatever herbs you have. You can use lavender, rosemary, sage, and just cleanse the outside of the bottle as well as the inside. If you're wondering who this other pair of hands is, this is my best friend who's also an Aquarius. She's actually a triple Aquarius, moon, sun, and rising. What a doozy. The first herb we're going to be adding to this oil is pine needles. Pine trees, as with all tree medicine, are highly grounding, which is perfect for Aquariuses. We tend to focus on intellectual aspects as we are an air sign and place less focus on our physical bodies. This requires a lot of grounding work, whether that's through meditation, yoga, herbs, or stones. Pine trees show us our inner strength facing adversity, they symbolize rebirth, and are highly protective and healing. Pine has a strong connection to winter solstice and midwinter, which happens to be right around Aquarius season. Frankincense is a highly magical ingredient. I add this to almost all my oil recipes, but it felt extra special to add it to this oil in particular. Frankincense has a powerful spiritual vibration that helps raise the energy and speed of any oil, powder, or spell that you might be doing. It helps aid any manifestation by transforming it from physical thought into a divine incarnation. It helps cleanse our astral body while also protecting us while we do any type of ritual work. It is associated with Aquarius as well as earth and air signs. It intensifies any healing properties into which the resin is infused. Lavender is also one of Aquarius's signature herbs, but I like to think of it as a all-purpose herb that can be used for any sign. Despite lavender's mercurial nature, it is believed that it is associated with Saturn, and Aquariuses could benefit from Saturn or any herbs associated with Saturn because they're deep and grounding, which help our floaty nature connect with our physical bodies. It also brings clarity to the mind and assists the evolution of one's spirit through life. And as we all know, lavender will also bring its relaxing and meditative properties to this oil blend. Lemon peel is also associated with Aquarius as one of our signature herbs. It brings its bright, cheerful, and happy energy into this oil. As air signs, Aquariuses can tend to overthink things and have issues like anxiety and stress, and so lemon peel helps brighten up any depression or anxious feelings that may arise. And if you don't have any lemon peel, you could also substitute the essential oil. Lemon verbena is associated with the element of air, which also makes it one of the best herbs for Aquarius. It helps us focus, concentrate, and is especially useful for getting out of those hazy daydreamer tendencies. It helps us let go of the past, any negative thought patterns, to focus on the here and now. It is highly cleansing, much like other citrus-scented herbs, which makes it useful for clearing out any ties to the past. It stimulates creativity, brings inspiration, and helps us smoothly transition into the age of Aquarius. And while you could read books or look up different herbs that correlate with your zodiac sign, if you feel called to add a particular herb to your blend, go ahead and add it, as that makes it all the more special to you. Violet leaves are representative of the eccentric planet of Uranus. Uranus is most highly identified with the sign of Aquarius. This planet and herb brings radical change, revolution, unique, original ideas and thoughts, as well as intellectual freedom. Violet leaf adds this rebellious nature to the oil. It inspires connection between the planet, herb, and Aquarius people, as we challenge the status quo to bring justice and peace into the world. It also helps us move forward without any fear. Now, this last ingredient is totally optional, and as I mentioned before, this is just one of those ingredients that I saw out in the garden and felt called to add. Cannabis is known for its relaxing properties, but is also helpful for opening your mind to seeing new perspectives. The crystals that we selected for this oil are aquamarine, carnelian, hematite, amethyst, clear quartz, and of course garnet, our birthstone. Hematite is a highly grounded stone which is perfect for Aquariuses. It aids in the ascension process by facilitating the integration of our higher spiritual energies into our physical 3D existence. Aquamarine is a great stone for healers, shamans, and mystics. It is also great for sensitive empathic people. Aquamarine encourages the humanitarian ideal of service to the world and to aid in healing others. It emits a gentle and compassionate energy which helps us take responsibility for our actions. It is a highly soothing stone which helps us communicate effectively in order to create change for the good of all. It is a very helpful stone for moving through change and transition and removing any resistance. Carnelian is a stone of courage and manifestation. It works on a physical level to balance energy in the body while assisting with blood circulation, for which Aquarians are known to have poor circulation. Garnet is the Aquarius birthstone. It balances the energy both physically and emotionally. It stimulates the chakras from base to crown, balancing the entire system. It helps get rid of obsolete ideas and grounds spiritual ideas into the physical plane. Amethyst is also a highly spiritual stone, but is extremely useful for meditation because of its relaxing and stress-relieving properties. Amethyst aids in the development of psychic and intuitive properties to bring a greater wisdom and understanding, puts thought into action, and brings projects to fruition. Clear quartz is what is known as a master healer. It has the ability to cleanse any other stones it comes into contact with, and is basically good for any type of physical or spiritual or emotional healing. I like to add this to almost all of my blends, and if you have no other stones, you can use just a single clear quartz. This last ingredient is totally optional, but as Aquariuses make the best of friends, I thought I would add in a little bit of my friendship powder, which contains cloves, nutmeg, chamomile, comfrey, lavender, catnip, St. John's wort, calendula, lemon peel, and pink roses. One of the last active ingredients we're going to be adding is all the essential oils. We're going to be adding lavender for its calming, soothing properties, bergamot, and neroli, which are also both associated with Aquarius. Depending on the size of your bottle, you can adjust the amount that you'll be adding, but for this small jar, I'm adding about 6 drops of each essential oil. As with all of the oils that I make, I always let these sit for 1 full moon cycle or 1 month, but if you need it right away, I would suggest you leave it out for at least 3 days, but ideally a week at minimum. And I'm adding almond oil for this recipe, but if you wanted to use any other lightweight, unscented oils like grapeseed or sunflower, those would work well. Since Aquarius is an air element, we thought it was appropriate to cleanse it one last time with a bell and cleansing smoke. So there you have it. That was your recipe for Aquarius oil, and happy Aquarius in full moon tonight. You can use this for anointing yourself, or as an Aquarius power oil, or for any spell work having to do with Aquarius, or harnessing the traits of Aquarius during this difficult time. And let me know if you like this video. Don't forget to give it a thumbs up and leave any questions or comments down below. Bye guys!